Hello, this is Wikid, and
This is Gwen.
tonight we are talking about, you guessed it, crystals.
That's right.
Yep, crystals are always good. Oh, I have to get these out. Little brats.
Of
And what they
course.
can do for you. Uh,
Absolutely.
yes, they actually are not just dumb rocks, but they can actually help you get over stuff as well. Just let me. I will have to move that here. So there's a good view of my crystals.
Oh my, I can see my own reflection. Yay.
That wasn't that. That was my stuff there. Okay, so we got two um four organite pyramids. You can call them organized pyramids if you wish. And I'll tell you what they do is they let me just get a hold of something here. They were founded by someone who were alive, right?
Right. We're still live.
Yep. Founded by a Romanian person. Organite was founded by a Romanian person, not me, of course, but a scientist
Cool.
who found out that with the right gemstones, this is amethyst, this is blue oxide with, I think it whatever it is, blue something with amethyst, uh, black onyx with jasper, and this is a chakra crystal thing with agate in it.
Ooh, and it looks like a rainbow too.
That's what the chakras are about. Anyways, so this is called green agate or blue agate. This
Ah, it
is
looks
that,
very pretty.
and I wish I had. It's supposed to help with a lot of these. I found were programmed for PTSD, so don't worry. Um, this one is to help you with creativity and stuff. So is this one. This is called Carnelian.
Oh, nice, a chameleon.
Carnelian, yeah. That is supposed to help with. Sorry if I'm birding you.
It's all good.
That is supposed to help with creativity, depression, among other things. This one's
Lovely.
more ash. This is a clear quartz. It
Ooh.
is good for PTSD, anxiety, as well as psychic damage, as you probably would know about that in D&D, psychic damage.
Yes, that looks very wonderful. I actually have a necklace of my own consisting of a clear quartz that I got back in around Christmas season of 2021 when I went to Banana Republic with a friend of mine and his family. It was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah, and this is rose quartz. This is about self care and self love.
Oh, I love rose quartz.
It's
It's
trying to
pretty.
find love and promote love as well, which was just in time for me to get back in the relationship that I'm in. Also, this is a
Right.
green adventure green, and I'll tell you what that one does. It says it here. I'm not going on the internet, so just bear with me. Green adventuring opens. So this opens up the chakra, heart chakra, the green one.
Oh, nice.
Opens up the heart chakra and balances energy. And
Oh,
this one rolled
my.
dice. Yeah, I got a lot of them. I have enough for a little bit of a session here, but
Very,
this
very
is
nice.
Rhoda, And rhodite activates unconditional love and generosity, among other things.
Sweet.
Yep. And then we got amethyst, and that is good with. I'll show you another amethyst. See if I find any more amethysts. Those look amethysty to me.
I actually have a few of those clear blue ones that I've had since middle school, so that is pretty interesting.
Okay. These are amethysts. These are my birthstone. They're good for helping you sleep at night as well as trying to alleviate nightmares.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. This one, oh, that's an amethyst. These ones are a little fancy, but they're actually real. There are some
Ooh.
get of some sort. Um, these are good for stress, and the colors are just dyes that people use in them. But they also have a
Definitely.
meaning for them as well.
Yeah. Up until today, I thought amethysts were like only purple or pinkish.
They can have those weren't amethysts; those were some sort of agate.
Oh,
But
agate.
amethysts are actually can be red or darker colors of purple, which are called blood amethysts. And some of them are actually called. And then there's the classic purple, of course.
Okay.
I think this is some kind of fancy jasper.
Ooh,
Uh,
it looks very shiny.
yeah, jaspers are good for. Well, let me just see. Okay, jasper is good for. Yeah, I think it's blood jasper. So I'm just gonna go blood. Okay, excuse me.
Hey, no
Jasper
worries.
properties. Prolong. Yeah, that's what I have here. Prolongs protector of life, increases strength and endurance. Something I don't really need, but well, it ignites creativity and self love.
Cool.
And then here, this is another carnelian, I think, which helps with depression and stuff. This is rose quartz. It's a worry
Sweet.
stone that you can use, or you can put it over your heart chakra or your heart to keep from psychic damage. It's not just what do you call it? Dungeons and Dragons that are that you can get psychic attacks. It's actually real. This is green jasper, and that is supposed to help with anger management problems. So if I'm holding it that way,
That is some pretty neat information right there. I might invest in
yeah,
that someday.
yeah. Blue agate. This is a blue agate. This one I think relieves stress as well.
Very
This
cool.
is green aventurine, and I said what that does, which is helps with the heart chakra and ignites. What was it? Sorry, I'm not familiar with green aventurine, but let's see. Balances energy. This is black something or black obsidian.
Oh, it's very pretty.
Yep. So let's see what black obsidian does.
Alrighty.
Obsidian, or it might be black tourmaline. Able to block, absorb, transform negative energy. So like psychic damage. It's not
Cool.
just for this is not just psychic damage or psychic attacks are not just something you'll find in Dungeons and Dragons, but you will find it in real life if you believe in that kind of stuff. Obsidian is believed to be
Oh,
the clarity
absolutely.
stone, as well as the ability to release emotional, physical, and spiritual blockages, drawing out stress and tension.
Lovely. Yep, it does happen in real life, believe me. Yes. It
Yeah,
happens in real life
I've
too.
this is a snow agate. I'll just get you back there. This is snow agate.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Yes, like all agates, they are good for trying to deal with stress and stuff.
Cool.
And see what else. These are you meditate with these. Actually, these organite pyramids. You meditate
Nice.
with, when you meditate with them. You have to acknowledge that the pyramid is there, kind of like a
Yes.
person, but you have to acknowledge that the pyramid is there in the first place. I had an
Absolutely.
emerald. This is emerald. Has contains some emerald, and that I will tell you right.
Ooh.
Emerald healing properties. Strengthens memory, something I really wish I had a problem with PTSD, and imparts clarity of thought. It inspires deep inner knowing, promoting truth, discernment. Emerald treats disorders of the heart, lungs, spine, muscular system, as well as it aids in recovery from infectious illnesses, helps sinuses, and soothes the eyes.
Right? That's cool.
Okay,
That's really cool information.
and then this, if I can get my thumb, this one here is called Picture Jasper, not the silver one. That's stainless steel. The Picture Jasper you see there,
Oh, yes, I could totally see it.
that is for vision, and it's also to help creativity as well. And then this is black agate or black obsidian again.
Nice.
I'm just trying to weasel through which ones I. This is another clear quartz.
Oh, nice. Looks similar to that pattern on my necklace.
Yes, that is it then. I was wondering what that was before.
Yeah.
More clear. And these all have this one I think it's supposed to be clear quartz or something along those lines, but I'm not sure. It looks kind of clear.
Yes. Kind of
Anyways,
looks
you
like
can
actual
always
snow. Looks like actual
yes,
snow.
that's not that should have been called snow agate, as well as this is rose quartz. We discussed that. Here's oh, that's amethyst. Well, and then there's different tiger's eye. I
Oh,
just have it.
cool.
Here you go. There's my tiger's eye. There's a chakra bracelet in here. The one I'm wiggling here is chakra bracelet. They're supposed to stabilize your mood.
Cool.
Okay, let me see if I can get this sucker off. It doesn't want to come off. There's also normal tiger's eye, which is yellow tiger's eye. This is the one I'm talking about. Here's the rainbow one, which is got blue tiger's eye, yet the normal tiger's eye, which is yellow, and red tiger's eye.
Ooh, yes, yes.
And this one is rose. I think I'll get it a little closer. Is Rose Tiger's Eye.
Very
It
pretty.
was dyed. It was dyed as well, but it was also used to promote romance and self love. I think after I got that particular stone, I ended up getting into the relationship that I currently am in now.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. That is really good.
These things work. These things, I tell you, work better. Can work like your medication. I'd still recommend that you take your medication, and if you see
Of
another
course,
stone
of
that's
course.
like for, let's rip this off. Easy. Amazonite is good for dispelling bad energy and negativity, as well as it's a good luck thing.
Cool. Very cool.
Yep. And each stone that I have, and you wouldn't know this, but even mica has a way of getting rid of PTSD. Most of these are PTSD related. Like this one is blue agate. It helps with trauma. And excuse me, you're gonna. I also have some fossils. These are of a snail.
Oh, that's a pretty looking snail right there. Wow, that is
Yeah, a
so unheard
snail.
of.
And that is also, if you would read up on that, and I'll save healing properties of crystals now, of
Okay.
fossil healing properties, and they're pretty interesting. Fossil healing properties. And the petrified wood is used for healing energies that offer mental and physical benefit. Fossils help teach us patience and help us understand to allow life, and that's one thing. So these crystals, the fossils, ancient wisdom of Mother Gaia, which is Mother Earth,
Cool.
and the ancient, and let's see what they can do for us.
Of
Oh,
course.
darn it. They said that there was one thing that said that they were good for PTSD. That's why I'm and then let's move to my hands, shall we? We already moved to one.
Right.
Okay, this is, believe it or not, is an opal.
Wow. I honestly thought opal was kind of white with a little bit of a rainbow on it, so that is pretty cool.
They're all they are like humans. They come in anything. And this
Ah,
is
didn't think of it that way.
stone.
That is so cool.
This one on my finger here, not the middle finger, but the finger here is goldstone.
Ooh, lovely goldstone. It kind of looks like honey.
Yeah, but once you get in the sun, it sparkles. There is also green goldstone, which is supposed to help with emotional pain, and blue goldstone, which is supposed to help with physical pain. I would need the green one more than I would need the blue because I have problems with, again, you guessed it, PTSD.
Of
I'm just going
course.
to put these boys here. And then there's other things that can help. This is carnelian again. I'll just get close enough.
Alrighty.
I thought it was amber, which helps. Amber helps clear out negative energy.
I could sure use an amber right now. For real. A lot of negative
Yeah,
energies around me, like on a
it
constant
clear.
basis. So,
Yeah. So I'm going to go back to my character. Okay, so don't worry.
It is quite the massive collection, that's for sure.
Yes, tell you how I got to that. Done. And then we go to avatars. Okay, there we go. Back to my avatar because I don't like people seeing my pretty face. There are things you might think that are actually for just for sci-fi or fantasy or Dungeons and Dragons, like energy vampires, psychic attacks, negative energy, and stuff like that. But that stuff is actually real. Like you can get psychic damage from somebody's negativity. Let's put it that way. If you're
Absolutely.
not, if you don't have rose quartz or the clear quartz, then you're kind of fudged. Energy
Yes.
vampires are people, whether they waste your time or you wouldn't know this until it's too late. They suck your essence. And I'm not talking about your
Physical,
fluids. I'm talking not the
physical?
physical. They talk about energy essence, like your soul. They feed off your soul, and there's a lot of those
Yeah,
around. The energy
exactly.
vampires. There's some that just want to waste your time, and then there's some that are going to go and wreck your soul, and you have to be equipped for that, just like in Dungeons and Dragons. And then there's psychic damage and psychic attacks, and then you can
Psychic
also
attacks.
yeah, and then there's demons and all that nice, lovely that everyone has to deal that we deal with, and other people's negativity rubs off on us and stuff.
Exactly.
Are a funny fudger, and I will show you what a full moon can do since we're talking about New Age.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one thing you might need to know if you are an empath, clairvoyant,
Ooh, yes.
or some kind of light worker, as we're called, or psychic. Full moon effect.
Yeah, there's the full moon, then the crescent moon, and then there's the half moon.
None of those
There's
have very much effect. Empaths might find that they're easily affected by the environment when the moon is full. They may be more sensitive to sounds, bright lights, which make it difficult to relax or fall asleep. Additionally, they will get ticked off. There's a lot of anxiety and stress, which can lead to difficulty sleeping. And
wow,
then
wow.
it was 11. It was a good one, but that's one thing you need to know.
And that was a good one too. Very important
Yes,
info.
yes. If you, and you can take certain baths for certain. I just have to take some of the. I'll deal with that later. Anyways, there's a lot of different energies. Everything is energy. Science says that. New Age spirituality says that. So it's just something you have to note that you want to attract the good energy and not attract the bad. Just like when you're dressing a certain way, you don't want to attract bad attention, or
Yes, absolutely.
that you want
No question.
good intention, something like that, for example.
Yes, yes.
And
Absolutely.
diamond, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to warn you about diamonds because you have a few. Well, we all have a few mental health issues. It's not just you and me. But
Absolutely.
diamonds amplify how pissed off we get.
Oh,
They always,
wow. That I didn't know.
yeah. Huh?
That I didn't know.
Well, it's important to know that diamonds amplify negative emotions, negative stress, negative anything.
Oh
You're
my.
gonna. One time I remember this was last spring. This is just a story and I'm not making this up. One person told me, no, you shouldn't wear diamonds. They'll affect your mental health in a bad way. Lo and behold, I wore a diamond one time. My doctor had to put me back on my medication. I was kind of ticked off because I wasn't behaving as particularly ladylike. And then I ended up saying and then I took off the diamonds, clip, clip, right off. And I said, well, I feel a lot better. And I didn't even start the medication again. I took off the little
Wow.
the
So, I thought that, but the diamonds are so beautiful, though. How can they cause bad luck?
it's just the way they are.
Oh, great. So I may have to reconsider getting a wedding ring with a diamond then if I get married. Wow,
Yeah.
that is some pretty surreal stuff.
Yeah. If you have a mental illness or mental disability, it'll amplify the negative behaviors and emotions and stress. So I don't know how it might affect you. It affects different people. This is like medication. Some cases, like someone who would take my that I have to take, for example, my medication, the chemical crap would affect them differently than it would affect me because of genetics. It's the same thing with the crystals.
I am blown away by this, I really am.
Yep.
As we continue to talk more, I'm learning each and every single time.
There's different stones. Like there was one stone I wanted to get but couldn't get. It was a Shiva something, named after the Hindu god Shiva, and I can't remember what that one was called, a Shiva pod or something. It was very interesting. And then there's garnet. I don't know what that does because I haven't come across garnet yet.
I haven't come
So
across garnet before, huh?
no, not when I was rockhound. No, but diamonds are one thing you gotta effing avoid.
Yeah, that is really crazy.
Okay, so there is rainbow fluorite and fluorite, which also helps with mental health. So we go to rainbow cleanses negative energies from one's soul, calms your strong emotions, and speaks helps you speak from the heart and live in harmony with yourself and others.
Wow, that is
Okay.
so cool.
Yeah, and then just fluorite
Ooh,
does
fluorite.
I yeah, I think that does just normal other than teeth. Absorbs, neutralizes negative energy and stress. And an excellent learning aid, fluoride increases the power of concentration, self confidence, helps us decision making. It encourages positivity as well as balances energy and improves balance,
Nice.
coordination physically and mentally. See, that's what it does.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I'll see. That's all the crystals I have, but I do have some other tidbits. Did you know? And this is something I knew since before COVID, was that Halloween is the time when people go from well, the
Ha-
evil spirits come out. You know, the spirit world is much like Facebook,
Absolutely.
where if you're not careful, you can get a demon or an
Yes.
evil spirit or a malevolent ghost
Yes, absolutely.
to contact your loved one from the other side. So that's why we have wind phones instead of the social network that is called
Facebook.
not Facebook and not that something the spirit world, which is a lot more dangerous than Facebook if you give it
Oh,
more credit.
I believe it has to
Like,
be hell. Am I right?
uh, there's
Maybe
trying to
purgatory?
think. No, not purgatory. The spirit world has good, normal, and evil spirits. You just have to be very discerning, and that's why when you want to contact one that you're missing, i.e., for example, my mother, um, I'd have to go to a park where there's a wind phone. You can look them up, and then you can type in their birthday in the old phone, like it's a retro phone, and then you
Ah,
just and talk to them without having the hindrance of a demon, negative spirit, or someone else, some other asshole spirit.
wow. Wow, that is
Because
pretty
it is
interesting.
very much like Facebook. It's very much like the Facebook, the spirit world. You can literally access, just like Facebook, spirit world, you can access just about anything, just like
That
Facebook.
you can access practically anything on the internet in general as well.
The same thing with the spirit world as well. You can access stuff that really you intend on learning about, oh, let's say the Big Dipper, for example, and you get something else that's not as beautiful, for example. It's something similar to the same thing with the spirit world. You want to talk to your dead grandma, you want it, that which is all fine and dandy, but then when you end up having a demon jump out from beyond from beneath your bed, not fun.
Nope, not fun at all. No fun.
I'll tell you what happened once before Halloween. That I was just trying to. I was sleeping. I thought I was having a PTSD nightmare, or that I was still awake. I go over to my edge of my bed, and this stupid cryptid-like thing, not siren head, but like a cryptid, like heavily emaciated demon jumped up and nearly grabbed my head. And I was, holy fidget spinner.
Oh, wow. That is quite insane.
Yes, it was. It really shook me up that morning. And then I wake up, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, the witching hour, which is when it's like a mini Halloween or Samhain, where you can actually, again, access the world of the spirits. I would not particularly suggest waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning unless you have to go to the airport or you are going to wet the bed if you don't go to the bathroom.
Right.
Those are the only times I'd say wake up at 3 o'clock, or if your house is on fire. Other than that, if you try to stay asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, because it's going to cause you irreparable emotional trauma when you see a demon jump out from under your bed, like I did. It was not fun.
Nope. Nope, not at all. Luckily, I haven't had that happen to me yet. I've been staying up until the odd hours early in the morning because I have an erratic sleep schedule where I would stay up all night or go to sleep a few hours after midnight. So
Yes.
so I guess I have yet to have such traumatic experience happen to me, if that's the
Yeah,
case.
that's true. I don't dabble with anything dark. I don't. I just dabble with healing and trying to help myself and other people. I'm a shaman. I might not be indigenous, but I am shaman. I am indigenous
Yes.
Siberian by DNA. It's not just Tibetan prayer flags and the Quran and stuff. There's also Siberian in me, and that's where shamanism came from. And that's where
Yes.
the idea of healing came from. And that's my idea of doing spirituality. I do not do Ouija boards, I don't do funny stuff. The only
Me neither.
thing, yeah, maybe tarot cards, but they're just a pile of fun. I think if you really are scratching your head about something and indecision, and you need your decision made quickly, those are good for you sometimes. The tarot cards, that's about it, but I wouldn't go near anything like a pentagram or a freaking
Ouija board?
Ouija board. No, I would never go near a Ouija board.
Nope, 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 nope. You don't play around with that. Nope, 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 nope.
And certainly not a pentagram or a Baphomet picture. Those are just asking, begging for.
Right.
I might not be Christian, but I do believe that if you're going to have devil paraphernalia, you're asking for a lot, dumpling of. So that's why I'd rather just stay away from those things that are not as helpful, that bring out the bad spirits.
Yes, of course. You see a lot of that with extreme metal music. You know, the goat head and the pentagram imagery. We see a lot of that in
I
extreme
wish it
forms of
were
metal.
in extreme forms.
Yes, like death metal and black metal, for instance. And it's
Oh,
not to shade the music in any way, but I personally don't listen to it for other reasons beside the pentagram and the Baphomet
yeah,
symbology.
yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting my crystals back up, but I'm going to use my iPad.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't mind death metal or black. I would probably stay away from black metal just to be safe. But death metal and metal, stuff like, oh, let's say the Iron Maiden and stuff that are pretty much established, I'd say are pretty good. It's just the black stuff that you have to avoid.
Right.
To be fair, I don't have that much of an issue with metal either. Generally speaking, of course.
And then there's anything with Baphomet or anything that's pretty bad, you just avoid it because it'll lead to stupid like
Mental health
uh
problems.
yeah, like DTD, which is called dissociative trance disorder.
Dissociative trance disorder. We don't hear about that too often.
No, it's another way of saying demonic possession.
Who knows? It could be a neurological condition,
Yes,
according to the
it could
medical
be.
books that it's.
Yes, that's what I think the atheists want you to believe. The atheists, but people who know, they know it's demonic possession, or you believe that you've been demonically possessed by an animal, or an evil spirit.
Yes, of
That's
course.
DTD, or dissociative trance disorder, and it's a very, very, very extreme version of PTSD meets dissociative identity disorder, and that's not exactly a cakewalk, neither one of those, but put the two together, you got DTD, dissociative
Lord.
disorder, and the main thing to have DTD is to have sexual attacks on you by other people, like you had to be sexually essayed by someone in order to acquire this mental illness or neurological illness.
Or any other form of trauma, for that matter.
Yeah, but they really emphasized on sexual trauma.
Oh, so heavy emphasis on the sexual trauma. Am I right?
Yep, that's right.
Wow.
They say other
As
forms of trauma can cause it, but they also say that it won't be as bad as if it was the SA.
oh my. Or in other words, R word. R
Yes.
word is the extreme form of SA.
Yep. That too, you can end up going real. You can have anything from PTSD to dissociative to dissociative trance. It's pretty disturbing once you get to the dissociative parts.
That's right.
And with the dissociatives, the bull has to keep going and going and going on and on and on. Once you hit the complex and uncomplex PTSDs, which I have complex but not uncomplex. After uncomplex PTSD, you get the dissociative and personality disorders like borderline and psychopathy and stuff. And that's where you have to be very careful when you are dealing with trauma. Is it really PTSD or is it going to be a real show?
The world may never know.
No, that well, some of us might find out through psychiatrists that hey, you might be a psychopath, you might be this, you might be that, or they might say that you're just have PTSD, or you have borderline, or that you have dissociative trance or dissociative identity disorders. Really, it depends on the doctor who is looking at your squirrel, your head.
Right. So I did look up Garnet earlier, and I haven't been able to find anything that pertains to spiritual healing or any of that stuff.
Okay, I can
Nonetheless,
look.
they are very pretty,
Yes,
and
they are.
that they are most commonly a very red color, which I really like.
Yes.
I'll have to delve further into that later, though.
Okay.
Have you ever
And
watched Steven Universe?
Steven Universe?
Yeah, they featured the gemstones in character form, if you will.
Oh, I didn't never heard of that.
It was a show that was on Cartoon Network. It was a really good show, besides their fan base, but that'll be a topic for another time. But yeah, Steven
Yep.
Universe was a really great show. It's about a young boy who befriends humanoid versions of gemstones and goes on all these adventures, if you will. It's really, really
Wow.
good. Yes. It should be on Discovery Plus, for those that
Discovery
have it,
Plus?
that is. Yes.
Actually, Gwen, Steven Universe is not streamed on Discovery Plus. It is streamed on Max, Hulu, and of course, Cartoon Network, among other things.
Yeah, and did you also know that poltergeists are caused by extreme stress, like they manifest from your negative stress. So you might feel like you're haunted or something. Could be
I
just
wouldn't be
stress.
surprised.
It could be just stress, and it doesn't have to be PTSD. It just means you have a low threshold to negative
Yeah.
stress, and that it causes you to blow your
Brains
shiznit
out.
in another way,
Oh,
in a
man.
different way, like it'll psychic kinesis and stuff like that, and then it'll come in other ways like apparitions and stuff. That's not a cakewalk either. I haven't seen that happen to me before. Nearly did in high school, but didn't really do very. But high school, well, everyone knows high school is stressful.
Yes. Yes. High school is stressful for practically everyone in general, even more
If
so the outcasts.
Yes, so I bet I was an outcast in the high school, but I was pretty well respected because I would have done something not so peaceful when I was younger to get a hold of respect. If you didn't know how to be nice, I wasn't gonna know how to be nice either.
Right.
Let's put it that way. Like you don't wrong girl to pick on. So I was either respected because I gave respect, or if I wasn't, I gave it back to them.
Wow. Eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Well, I try not to think of it that way, but it's just the way you want to be treated. Like you should know this one because you're Christian. Treat others the
The
way you
golden
want to be.
rule.
Yes, the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. If you want to be treated like treat someone else like they'll go right back at you tenfold. But if you do not want to treat someone like poo poo, by all means be nice and you'll get a free ticket to Easyville.
That's right. Though some people don't return the kindness back. So that's
Those
important
are
to
those
note.
idiots. Those are those idiots that I just say. You can fill in the blank there.
Fluff them.
Fluff them. Yes.
It's an
So,
alternative word that I learned as a means to replace the F bomb. So here's to that.
fluff them.
Yes. Fluff them. Fluff them all up. Fluff them up.
Fluff them. Fluff them, mother fluffers.
Yes.
Good idea. Okay, I think we should end this now. So I'm going to say the usual.
Alrighty.
Feel free to hit the subscribe button, waterboard the like button, and do hit on the bell button if you like our content.
Yes, please do so. Next Friday, we will see you at 6
Oh,
p.m. and
oh,
Sunday at the same time if applicable.
okay, sounds good. So hit the subscribe, like, and bell button, and we'll see you on Friday.
See you all then, folks.
See you then. Bye.
Bye. And don't forget the golden rule. Do unto
Treat,
others as others would do unto you.
yes, treat others the way you want to be treated.
Absolutely. Stay safe and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Toot toot!